Welcome back. Naphta incident at Dactolem still haunts the residents. After 1.5 years, not just the people but even the trees have grown weak. Suddenly, the trees in Dactolem area have started collapsing. On Friday night, a tree fell on a rented house. It was a lucky escape to a 4-member family in the house.
It's been 1.5 years. The residents of Dactolem cannot forget the dreadful incident of Naphta outbreak. After the people, now trees in the areas have grown weak. 2 days back, a coconut tree collapsed on a house. But things went worse for this family, staying in a rented house. A tree suddenly broke and came down on the house.
रात को खाना खा के सोया हम लोग 11 बजे झाड़ गिर गया.
Luckily, nothing happened to the family members. 2 children and their parents were in the house during the wee hours. However, father did sustain minor injuries. The house is completely damaged. 2 days back, a coconut tree fell on a house. Fortunately, family members are safe.
आम्ही जायते लेटरान बेटरान दिली तेव्हापासून काहीच ना.
After the Naphta breakout in the area, the trees have grown very weak. It is also difficult to ascertain the weak trees as they are visually green but weak in the bark. The residents of Dactolem are worried.
आमच्या घराचेर मोठी झाडां आसा सुकलेली जी ती आतां मरत येयल्ली आसा पूण आमी खूब प्रयत्न केलो म्युनिसिपालिटी सांगली कितें सांगलें ते कोणूच आमचे अजून दात घेवना.
सरकार हेची दखल घेवन ही झाडां बेगींतल्या बेगीन कापतले काय कितें? वास्कोच्यान प्रुडंट मिडिया खातीर सुरेंद्र मडकयकर.
There is no sign of Rishabh factory workers issue getting solved. Entrepreneur claims that 200 workers do not belong to Rishabh factory. They are contract workers. Union leaders claim that this is a nexus between politicians and industrialists against unskilled workers. Nearly 200 workers became unemployed due to closure of the factory. Union has now decided to hold dharna at CM's official residence and before the assembly during upcoming budget session.
Rishabh workers are on strike from February 15th against the factory policies. According to union leader advocate Ajit Singh Rane, there is the nexus between politicians and the management of the factory to exploit unskilled workers and to earn more profits.
Non-serious white-collar industrialists with the nexus of they are asking this, they are paying them for unskilled wages. These need to be stopped immediately.
He said Rishabh management submitted its report to the Assistant Labour Commissioner at MAPSA, mentioning that agitating workers do not belong to their factory.
What has been submitted by the management of the Rishabh Industries that we are indifferent to these workmen who are up in arms, who are demonstrating before the gate of a Rishabh Industries, and they are not belongs to the Rishabh Industries. In fact, these workers are working for 8 hours during morning to evening shift.
Union has now decided to hold dharna at Chief Minister's official residence, Labour Commissioner's office at Panji. They will intensify their agitation during the upcoming budget session.
We will be demonstrating even if time comes before the Chief Minister's residence, before the Labour Commissioner, and we will be taking this issue mainly very seriously during the assembly session.
Reporter Mahesh Gadi with video journalist Dinesh Karpe for Prudent.
On the topic of upholding the dignity of women, a symposium was organized by the Council for Social Justice and Peace on Saturday. Speakers expressed need of education and awareness among women to stop their exploitation.
In the symposium on upholding the woman, speakers discussed why women are being harassed and assaulted not only at public places but also in schools and in homes. Head of the Sociology Department of Rosary Women's College, Professor Afonso Bathello said that even in 21st century, girls get less facilities, advantages and resources than boys in the society, and sadly discrimination starts from home.
Specifically, women get less of material resources, social status, power and opportunities for self-actualization than do men who share their location. This means that they are situationally less empowered to realize the need for self-actualization.
Advocate Caroline Colasso said that Indian Constitution has given similar rights to the woman and there are strict laws under Indian Penal Code to stop assault against women. But lack of awareness and age-old thinking has made women more vulnerable.
The kinds of violence which stretch from physical to sexual to emotional to economic in our little state, and I always feel very distressed when people ask me this question, is there violence to that extent in Goa? I don't see why we should compare with anyone else. Violence should be violence.
Speakers also expressed need of awareness in every family to treat son and daughter equally to make a better society. With video journalist Dinesh Karpe, Mukesh Kumar for Prudent.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.